Right, I find myself back here again. I'm meant to be out at the moment. So I've been eating jelly babies and my dentistry is not finished to the point where it's finished. And you get them jagged edges and they rub on your tongue and your mouth. I'm getting that. So anyway, so yeah, today and yesterday and the day before, I think it was, it's all very fucking girly everything at the moment. And it's like it's weird but nice. It's similar to what it was like when I wrote that post. There's a kind of beauty to it that makes me want to cry. And I don't know what over. I don't know what over, because it's like there's still furiously. It's like my main fucking point is to prove that this is fucking manly, in a way. And like this is another reason I'm making this. I spoke to my mate last night and this morning, just over WhatsApp. But he's the guy that I referred to before. So I was actually shitting myself a little bit about talking about this stuff, because he's not like, he doesn't beat gay people up, or he doesn't openly persecute gay people, but he doesn't want anything to do with them. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's not the world's biggest fan of campness and all that sort of shit. And he was actually really chilled about it. I remember commenting on it at the time. And the other thing was, he'd actually been through something a lot worse than what I'm going through. And it's not unlike us not to talk for months. In the last sort of 10 years, we've probably only seen each other once in a year, maybe twice sometimes, and maybe for a couple of hours, maybe for a couple of days. But we're not even on each other's Facebook, and it's like, I know why he likes to keep his own shit to his own shit, and we've always been like that. But I've known him; he's one of the people I've known longest in my life. And I hadn't got back to him, and it was getting increasingly bothersome to me. But it was literally the reasons people have said to me before that they don't get in touch, because they can't justify the time. I haven't got 2 hours. I want to have 2 hours, because that's what it will often take. Do you know what I mean? Just a quick chat, especially with what he's got going on. So anyway, I chatted to him, and I was getting ready to say, look, I want to say sorry. I've not been much of a fucking friend at the moment. I've like up my own arse and whatever. But I spoke to him, and he was actually really like just normal. You know what I mean? Not that much different. And he told me some other stuff, and what I mean was by normal, he wasn't like, "Why the fuck haven't I heard from you, you bastard," or anything like that. His reply was just like, "Yo, what's up?" You know, very like just like normal. Um, and so like with what he's got going on, I said, "Look, I need to come and see you. It's not that far away." So I'm going to go and see him one day this week and like chat to him properly and sit down and talk to him somewhere. Um, and that was the thing I've been mentioning at the weekend. It was something I'd not done, which is when you're feeling shit, reach out to others who need it. Someone you know needs help. Someone you know suffers like you do, or suffers something different, but in a different way, or whatever. They'll have a lot of similarities to you in the way they can't live their life. And very often that is people with, uh, what's said to be a purely biological condition. Like MS, something like that. But and that's renowned for going hand in hand with depression. Anyway, that was my thing to do, my other thing to try, which I did try. And me and him talked about the woman thing again, and because I didn't wear makeup, he asked last time. He's like, Do you wear makeup and stuff?" As if he was sort of expecting. I was like, at the time, I was like, no, because I really kind of felt that. I think it was just before Christmas we last chatted on the phone. So I'd fully sort of womaned up, as it were. Um, and it was a real nice thing to sort of get out of the way, kind of thing, because I wondered what he would do with it. I wondered how he would like actually just sort of cope with it, like, "You're my fucking mate." And he seemed to be a little bit like that in one of his messages today. He was like, "This whole chick thing is pretty strange to me," and I was like, "Mate, no worries. It's been fucking bizarre for me. This is, literally. I mean, he knows more than anyone. This is not something I would fucking make up. Your thoughts create your reality." Do they? Because I can fucking rest assured, not once was I ever thinking this. But there we go. It's what it is. Like I keep fucking irritatingly saying. But yeah, so my makeup today, I've evolved a little bit. I remember a friend of mine saying you'll get more drag, and I was at the time like I don't want to be drag because I don't. But the thing is now I've this still looks like me to me. I know to a lot of people this would look drag as fuck or weird as fuck. And I remember looking, there's a picture that goes round, and it's like of a guy, and I think he's got like a pink, frilly leotard on and fishnets, but he's got like a real badass mohawk shaved in, and he's got a kind of like geezerish face, you know what I mean? Sort of like, I don't know how to describe it. But then his mohawk's pink and he's got loads of makeup on and he's got real like glistening lip gloss. And it used to creep me the fuck out. I used to be like, ugh. I used to find it quite to look at. And just like, you know, I've been called a homophobe for that sort of thing, but it's like, no, I just in the same way, I was going to put this as a status. I'm not gay, but I'm very camp about how I'm not gay. I'm very camp about it. Ooh, he's got Willy. Ooh. Do you know what I mean? No. But in the same way that you get a lot of gay guys when you show them a picture of a vagina and they get ooh, and they get scared of it and they make jokes about it. That's how I feel about gay sex. It's ugh, no, thank you. Like, just for me, I do not crave those sensations in the slightest with a man. Just don't. No. And I think that's what I get angry when I get called gay. Because also you're instantly, if you get angry when you're called gay, you're instantly a latent homosexual. And oh God, you're so stupid, society. You think that you know what turns me on in the bedroom better than I do, and you've managed to do this just by looking at my clothes. But then the joke would be, oh yeah, and your fucking makeup. And again, it's like, I know that that's funny. Like when the gay guy came on to me, like, I was wearing a skirt. And that's the point where people laugh, and you think, yeah, but the point where you laugh is part of the actual problem as well. Ridiculising men that are feminine, or they have to be gay. You know what I mean? And sorry, a lot of women, like, he's a bit sissy, they react with like a nice sort of disgust. Like, oh, he's a bit funny, a bit that way. Where's his wife's knickers? Oh, does he? Up to him, whatever. That sort of shit. It's everywhere about it. It's, you know, for a man to be in any way feminine and to express that is and all tickly, and he's this weird little fairy that skips around in knickers, and then everyone's tittering about it. And you think, yeah, because there's your fucking bullshit paradigm that you think is funny, but it's when it translates into that fucking hostile shit that's all around, and those stupid little comments that are basically literally fucking getting right to the fucking core of you, and someone insisting it's only a little joke. And then if you dare to talk about it, people go, oh, are you offended? I think, yeah, you're just not one of the ones that has known what it feels like to have your own personal self humiliated by a lot of different people, and on top of that, for that feeling, for them to find it moronically hilarious that you're hurt by it. It's when that shit becomes real, it's fucking hideous. It's fucking hideous. And it turns you into one soft cunt. Which I have a lot of fucking trouble, but that was the point. That was the point that I was going to make about him, is that it's actually an expression of my manliness. It is. Men and women are but one thing, authentic, or they're nothing. Or they're nothing. And I remember saying to another very alpha male type mate of mine that a lot of very camp gay guys are manly as fuck. Explain. They're doing something that they know is going to get them potentially beaten on or ridiculed and taken the piss out of. They're always a joke. You know, I remember talking to very camp guys. He's, you know, like my gayness walks into the room first, and I'm just waiting for the first comment. He was very much like that. But you know what I mean? But it's like you fucking had to feel for him because it was true. And I related to him because my schizotypalness, even before the clothes, walked into the room. I was always the one who gets like pedestalized and ridiculized. And the people doing the ridiculizing just think it's funny. That's all. So it's nothing to them. And the thought that it could be doing something really horrifically bad to someone else is equally ridiculous and laughable. And then just tell you to shut up as they go about being callous. And there's so much of that about. And it's not just men and it's not just women. I don't want any of this to sound like that. But there's just so much of it about. And it really does fuck you up, believe me. So I think that's why I want to cry. Because I really want affirmations from girls about my girliness. That's what I'm really seeking. I told my favourite human that I was upset because I'd look pretty for her and I put my hair in bunches. I did. It doesn't matter because I blew her a kiss and said I'd get to do it all again tomorrow. I'm kind of just like playing with stereotypes or whatever I'm doing. But then another friend of mine, I took a photo because I literally just kept going with my makeup and just started playing. There's loads of different colours and sparkles in here. It doesn't really show on camera. But I was in the daylight with the light above me, and like my neighbours were in and out. They was, is he still doing his makeup? They're about an hour and a half, 2 hours, just playing with, fucking kept adding to it and fucking around with it. And so I remember she tagged me in a thing to do makeup, and I was really thrilled at the time because it was a load of girls who were into makeup, and she'd included me with the girls, and I didn't feel like a weakling or a wussy or ashamed. That was why it was beautiful. And I replied to her, and she was like, she says darling the way I say it when I write it. If I say it without a G, I'm just saying like darling as in my babe, all right, sweetie. I'm just being mildly mately affectionate. But if I say darling, it's that like soothing, look, darling. Just a nice darling, not a patronising one or a whatever. And it's something men and women should be able to say to each other. But she was like, it's lovely to see this, darling, you're transcending. And straight away I was instantly like, no, because it's got to be manly. I'm not accepting a girl like to be a girl. I don't want girl parts. Well, maybe I want my little one so I can finger myself. There, I said it. I want to see what it's like to finger my fucking self. It's not for you, it's for me. No, it's not possible, but I'm just thinking under my bollocks. A secret one. That just so I can feel what it's like. Maybe get a girl to go down on it. But fucking anyone else can stay away. But it's that kind of awakening of sorts, of something. But I don't want the op. I don't want to be classified as Michelle. I'm a bloke. I'm a fucking bloke. I'm this bloke. That's fucking key. That's fucking secret. At least I'm smiling again. But yeah, I feel happy and sad and weird and all that, and I've kind of crashed and just gone and bought sandwiches and curled up in bed again because I've been stood up. Not stood up. But there was very much an all dressed up and no place to go thing. I was like, but it was like by default, I thought of the picture and it was, I wanted girls' attention. That's what I do. I want girls to look at it and smile. I love it. There's a certain smile that I get off women that I never used to before the makeup days. And it's a beautiful little smile. It's a very friendly and a happy. It's kind of just like saying, I really like you. Oh, but not in that poisonous, patronising way that I really hate. Just in a very affectionate and endearing way. Sort of borderline, like, basically saying you look beautiful. So it's not borderline flirting. I don't think they're flirting. That's what I'm saying. It's not a smile I ever got. Because I'd always be looking for that, but it's a lovely smile, and when I get it from girls, it's like needy fucker. But it's like, who wouldn't be needy if this was in you and you had to try and express it somehow but still be a man? It's not easy. It's not easy for everyone going, just be you. It's like, it's really fucking hard. Just be me. Because I'm getting emotional again, because I'm not wanted in so many places where I'm just me. And I'm misinterpreted in so many places where I'm just me, in a fucking vivid and get the fuck away from us kind of a way. Or it's alright as long as we can laugh at you or make jokes or call you and say, oh fucking hell, you're funny as fuck, you mad cunt. And a lot of it's very nice. A lot of it's very nice. But it's like, I don't know. Being needy is seen as toxic. And that's why I stay away from people, because I know I'm fucking toxic. How can I not be toxic? But being needy is also like, having this massive fucking need to be like, it's me, just to show people. And just to have it kind of heard, and when it's appreciated or loved, it's like, I don't know, it stops me feeling like this fucking weird shit. I don't know. All I can keep doing is saying that I'm very emotional, and I keep coming back around in fucking circles to it, and I keep getting really fucking happy, getting really fucking sad. This is a fucking long video.